Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. I was just playing around and I think I've got another idea for this. But that's a pretty cool effect. And anybody could draw it, draw an ellipse and hit P, put it in the center of the page, Control D, get your two-sided arrow, make it a little thinner. Several ways to do this. I'm going to take a 3-point curve line and I'm going to go from like right there to right there and I'm going to put a curve on it. Now I'm going to make that line 36 points and I am going to go to object and convert it to an outline. And when I do that, I can left click, no fill, right click, outline. I can fill it in with the Smart Fill tool and make a new object. Now I'm going to move that out of the way for a second. I'm going to get rid of these lines. And then I'm going to move this back. I'm nudging with the arrow keys. And I am going to take this and I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate and alternate C. And I'm going to rotate it, let's say 5 degrees. Well, this particular case is too much. So that's the way I did the first one. Let's actually just tell you what, let's make this bigger so it'll rotate a 5 degree. And we're going to make a new object. I really don't have as much curve on it as I would like, but that's fine. Get rid of that. Then I'm going to left click, right click, Control D, alternate C, 5 degrees. Well, still not enough. So let's go 3 degrees. And that's our two over, well, that's actually too much. 4 degrees. I think that was 4 degrees. Oh, no, I tell you what, that's 5 degrees. So I'm overlapping. So I just need to take and fill in this part. And then that'll be the 5 degree. And we'll just kind of test it here before we go too far. We'll put this back, Control D, alternate C, 5 degrees. Yep, and see, just to double check it, make it blue. Now we're going to get rid of that. We're going to take this and we're going to go down and get our interactive fill tool. And I'm going to actually do this one a little bit different. I'm going to make it orange on both sides, but I'm going to make 2 of these white things. So I'm going to grab white twice this time. But then I'm going to take orange and put it right next to them. So it kind of looks like a shiny, I always call it looks like shiny metal. And then if you did this, well, that wouldn't be bad. If you take this and rotate it, if you get on a parallel, then it's not going to be an effect quite. Let's just try it. Control D, alternate C, 5 degrees. And if those are on the same parallel, you could do that without doing all this work. So let's make sure we only have that one copy. Let's grab the, and let's make it kind of like that. Now, Control D, alternate C, and rotate it 5 degrees. And then just Control D all the way around. Whoop, I went way too fast, way too far. I'm going to back up. Don't really have to for the video, but I don't want, you got to think about if you have double. Wow, I went way past. That's a good thing to use the transformation docker instead. Okay, now we're only at 1 copy. Pretty cool. Now we could do a little bit differently. And fortunate enough, I don't really see any lines between them. If you saw some lines, you could put orange lines, and if they were there, they would go away. Now it just looked like an orange solid. Let's try it another way. I just had another idea. Let's draw an ellipse again. Hit P, pretty important. Control D, hold down the shift key and make an item. Let's put a little bit more curve to it this time. If you hold down the control button when you're using this tool, you get more of a shape like that. We'll go ahead and make it that 36 points. We're going to left click, right click to turn it into a outline. We're going to fill it in. Well, you know what? I forgot what I was doing. Let's take this at Control D and kind of split it in the middle. If you were going to do it for real, you could blend it and it would be more perfect. Let's get it a little bit bigger. Holding down the Shift key. The Shift key helps it grow from the center. Now let's make 2 of these and see if this works. Might not be big enough to make any difference. Let's get rid of that. Let's zoom in here. Let's take the interactive fill tool. We might not have enough room to do this. Put orange on both sides, white in the middle. Well, we should because we're only going to do one white. Let's go ahead and expand that out. Might have to play with this a little bit. Put another orange right there. And let's put a little good tilt on that. Now, what we can do is take the attribute eyedropper and take that sample and put it there. And it's already a little bit different, but we can take, with this one selected, we can take the interactive fill tool and let's change the direction. I think this is going to look pretty cool. Let's go ahead and take away our outlines or our line because we're working in the center of the page. Let's go ahead and group that together. Control D, Alternate C, and rotate it 5. Well, if you remember, I didn't do what I should have done. So let's take it back, get our rings back. I guess I should have thought about this pre-hand. Let's I don't think I'm wide enough. So let's make it wider. Let's make it bigger. We'll have to get rid of that line. Maybe it'll cut with the virtual segment delete key. Yep. And I did not rotate it the 5 degrees. So let's take our Smart Fill tool. Well, you know what? Let's just rotate this 5 degrees. Control D, Alternate C, 5 degrees. Well, I didn't Alternate C it good. Alternate C. That gets it to rotate from this. Oh, you know what? It won't do it because there's too many items. Okay. Let's group this together. Control G. Control D, Alternate C. If you don't have them grouped together, that won't work. 5 degrees. Going to work perfectly now. Take the Smart Fill tool and fill in these 2 spots. Now we can get rid of all this. I'm going to keep my rings for a second. Now we got 2 different items here, so we'll do the exact same thing. And you could actually change the color. Put orange in there, white in the middle. You always need to put a little bit of orange or whatever color you're using a little closer to kind of make that line look like that. And let's put it like that. Now get the attribute eyedropper, take a sample of that, and that would still already be a little bit different, but and then select that one and grab the interactive fill tool and let's change the degree of angle. Control G, Control D, Alternate C, 5 degrees. I'm going to slow down here so I won't go too far. I don't know. Maybe cool, maybe not. It is different. Whoop. I'm trying to zoom in here. And see, this time I can actually see the lines. And then just select it all and give it orange lines between them. And now it looks like a solid, well, I can still see the lines, but that's because of the variation of it. And I wish I would have maybe, this would have been a good example to clone. And then you could change them as needed. Because this is almost too much in line with the You could just do it without that. Anyway, just playing around. Hope that gave you an idea or two, and thank you for watching.